Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is video number 3, episode number 3 of the Suzuki GSXR Revival playlist. Yay! Today we're going to take off the gas tank, hopefully pull out the fuel pump, petcock, which is all just kind of one piece, and we're going to take a look at the carburetors. I have the carburetors in a box on the shelf over there. I took them apart a long time ago and separated them and cleaned them because I knew this day would eventually come. I just didn't know when. I didn't think it would be this long. But we're just going to take a look at those, make sure they're good to go, and we're just going to roll with it. Hopefully I did a good job whenever it was, years ago. I took those carburetors apart. I suspect this tank is going to need to be cleaned out and coated from the inside. It's so long. It's going to be rancid in there, man. It's not going to be good. All right, let's get started. Okay, plan for attack is, well, we've got an electrical connection here for the fuel pump. We've got fuel line, which is already disconnected because there's no carburetors in here, as you can see. And we've got a vacuum line back here. And then the hinge is mounted to the frame here and one bolt there. So we're going to take those 2 bolts off because I think it'll be easier to put the tank back on with the hinge attached. So we'll pull it off, and then if I need to pull the hinge off as well, separate it from the tank, we'll do that. I don't know yet, we'll see. But that's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. All right, the tank is off. Now, there's still a fair bit of gasoline in the tank, and I'm not sure if you can even call it gasoline anymore. I don't know what gasoline ferments into, but it already is stinking up in the garage, and you can see some of it leaked out. So I have it propped up on this 4x4 right here, because when it's just laying flat upside down, the gas is getting all the way up to where the cap is, the filler cap, and I think that's where it was leaking out. So we've got her propped up. It's maybe, I don't know, just guessing, maybe a quarter of a tank full of whatever liquid is in there. Because I don't think it's fair to call it gasoline anymore. And let me roll around the other side here. Watch out, Ninja. My Ninja's just sitting there. So there's the cap. So you can just imagine if it's just laying flat on the cap, it's leaking out. So got her propped up. Feels pretty stable. And that should be good enough to take the fuel pump out, and then we'll be able to drain whatever liquid is still inside there. I just can't wait to pop off the fuel cap. It already kind of stinks in here. Now, take a look at this. Anybody know what that is? Dyno shift minder. That is the control mechanism for the shift light. And shift light is pretty much a necessity when you're racing, in my opinion. Nowadays, bikes have shift lights built into the dashes and different things, but it's got a bunch of dip switches on it, and that basically allows you to turn which RPMs on to add up to a certain number. So like this bike revs out at 13.5, and I could hit a bunch of different dip switches and basically program the dyno data minder, shift minder, I should say. Jeez, I'm all over the place here. But it allows me to program it so that I can control what RPM the shift light goes on at. I don't know, pretty cool seeing that all these years later. Forgot all about that thing. All right, we've got all the screws out, and there's no way I was gonna pull this out without you guys, because I'm prepared for, well, I wouldn't say I'm prepared, but I'm expecting some pretty rancid smells once we pull this out. So here goes. And it is a little tight. Oh, good Lord. Oh my gosh. Oh God. That's that's worse than I expected. I don't even know what that is. Oh, geez. Oh. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, gee, my God. I don't even know if that tank is salvageable. Oh, it looks bad. That looks really, really bad. So I actually had to open my garage door, which I didn't want to do because it's cold outside and my garage door or my garage is insulated. So, you know, it either keeps the cold in or it keeps the hot in. Well, I shouldn't say hot, but warmer temps in. So it just smells so bad I had to open it. So it's a little bit chillier in here now. That not that you guys can feel that, but that is nasty. It's bad. I'm not sure if this tank is usable. I'm gonna have to drain the gas out of it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. To be honest, I wouldn't even run this through my lawnmower. It's nasty. Let me show you guys the fuel pump. Oh goodness me. Whoa, easy there. Yeah. That is some kind of nasty, man. Oh my God, there's stuff falling off of it. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, so let's move on to something more uplifting. Let's go take a look at the carburetors. So I think the carburetors are probably the only good thing I got going for me right now in regards to this Gixxer revival. I took these off years ago. I separated all four, cleaned them out really good, and I think that's paying off because the butterflies feel nice and smooth. And if I turn it around, all four of these slides feel really, really good. So I'm pretty hopeful. Let me get a little bit closer to the camera for you guys. Now you can see I'm missing a screw here and I'm missing a screw here. And I remember that. So when I took these apart and separated them, there were two screws that I could not reuse. And so I need to get some replacement screws. But other than that, I think the only thing I'm going to do is pull off these float bowls and just make sure that I don't have any stuck floats. I can actually hear the floats as I tip the carburetor over. But there's no way to know if I'm hearing 3 of them, 2 of them, 1 of them. So I'm gonna pull these off, the bowls that is, make sure I don't have any stuck floats, replace these 2 screws, and then I'm just gonna go with them. I'm going to have faith that I did a good job cleaning them and taking them apart all those years ago. We're gonna put them back on the bike. I think I can actually start the bike, or at least attempt to start the bike, without the tank back on and ready to go. There is a small like fuel tank that you can get that hangs off to the side, and I use that to synchronize the carburetors. So I would lift the tank or take the tank off, take the air box off, and actually sync the carbs using an auxiliary tank that just hangs off here to the side. Only holds like maybe half a gallon or something like that, but that'd be enough to get the engine running. So I think in the next video we'll probably get a new battery, get some new fluids. I'll make a determination of whether I can salvage this tank, and if so, we'll order a new fuel pump, and we'll start working on the tank. But in the meantime, I'm really anxious just to hear the engine run again. So we're gonna get those 2 replacement screws, check our floats, get these carbs back on the bike, and have it ready to crank over and give it a go. So we'll see what happens. Man, it stinks in here so bad. Yeah, we got some good, we got some bad, but that's the state of this GSXR today, and we're gonna just keep moving forward. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. A lot more videos to come, and thumbs up, thumbs down, whichever you prefer. And if you want notifications, hit the little notification bell, and then you'll know the next time I upload a video. Till then, keep the rubber side down, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this gas. Oh God, it smells. Ugh.